Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching episode 10 of Young Justice Phantoms. Now, with the end of the last episode, we saw that Clarion the Witch Boy was sent over to that Chaos Lord girl and her anchor Flaw. Now, in this episode, we actually get to see the two Chaos Lords fighting, which I'll admit is something that I haven't seen before in this series, a Chaos Lord versus another Chaos Lord. And this one, unlike Clarion, actually has the backing from the other Chaos Lords, so she's a bit more than he can handle. But let's get to the story, shall we? While this episode also goes through more of Vandal Savage's backstory while also showing how he was connected with the Atlantean king Arion, this episode mainly focuses on Zatanna watching the fight between Clarion and this Chaos Lord girl that we met in the last episode. This Chaos Lord proves to be far more than Clarion can handle, as not only is she fighting him with her power, but with all the other Chaos Lord's powers. So she can survive being sliced in half, being reduced to a skeleton. She can lift a huge amount of rock from the earth and just slam it down on top of Clarion. She can cause a huge flood. And this is just her flexing as far as I'm concerned, considering, you know those anime fights where there's a character who's extremely overpowered and is the epitome of unbeatable? Like Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, for that matter. Well, this is kind of like that, where you could tell most of the animation budget just went to Clarion versus her. Not only because the backstory of Vandal, again, is mostly just still images that tell the majority of the story, but also because you can tell that the animators went to overtime to make the fight between Clarion and this girl really, really impressive. All while she basically treats Clarion like a stubborn child, because that's basically what he is. On top of that, we also get to see how Vandal Savage is connected to even the current Dr. Fate. And considering how intertwined Dr. Fate has been in the various seasons of Young Justice, that actually makes things even more difficult for our heroes, considering how Savage seems to get everywhere. His family's everywhere, he's connected to the very origin of this world. I can hardly think of that many other cartoon villains who are that connected, and it's one of the most interesting things about the series. Zatanna's students also get to meet with one Jason Blood, thanks to an intervention from the Stranger, and that's how we also get Etrigan in this episode. But apparently, Flaw has very few flaws when it comes to combat, because he basically destroys Etrigan throughout most of the episode, tanks everything that the demon throws at him, and basically ends up proving that it can act as a good fighter even when it's separated from the Chaos Girl. And I have to say, it is really I do still find it pretty funny when Clarion screws up phrases like liar, liar, pants for hire, when it's supposed to be pants on fire. It not only really works well with his childish behavior, but also happens to give him some good argument material with Tikal. So yeah, I hope this certainly gives Zatanna perspective, considering that if this is what just two Chaos Lords can do, Young Justice needs way more help in order to stop Clarion and this girl. But we'll have to wait till the next episode to see what their plan is for that. So, see you next time.